Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video, well, I'm just gonna say it how it is. I was fucking wrong. Okay. I was wrong. Iceman is actually a pretty good damn album. Alright. In the moment when he dropped those 3 albums, I dropped that rant video, which is my most popular video. And if you watched that, you subbed from it. Thank you. Got almost 10,000 views on that video. It was great. I ranted in that video. I barely edited it because I was pissed. I listened to the 3 albums. Well, I didn't listen to it all in one day, but I listened to it like throughout like 2 days. And I'll be honest, I was fucking pissed. I was really upset that day. Because Drake is one of my favorite artists, and for someone to drop that much music in one day genuinely like pissed me off. And now since Iceman has been out for like over a month now, I can confidently say Iceman is a good album. It's a great album actually. I think it's better than For All the Dogs. It's better than Some Sexy Songs for You. I think it's better than Certified Lover Boy. I think. Okay, that one's I'm not sure on. It might be on the same level as it, and I like Certified Lover Boy. I think it's a good album. I think it's a pretty good album. Iceman has aged, like it's aging better over time for me. Like Janet, Shut the Fuck Up. First listen, I hated the song. Now I listen to it. It's like one of my most listened to tracks now. I love that track. The hook is fucking. I hated the hook originally, but now I fucking love it. It's catchy as hell. I go back to it a lot. National Treasure is a fucking banger. Second half is different. I don't think it's bad, but it's different. And then you got these other beat switches. Dust is fucking incredible. Make Them Pay, Watch Them Cry, whatever the songs are. The fucking great tracks too. Too Hard for the Radio is fucking awesome. Again, the beat switch, not my favorite. Like there's some unnecessary beat switches on Iceman, but overall, I think it's very good. I think the album's pretty good. Bees on the Table, very unnecessary 21 Savage feature, but another great song in my opinion that no one really is talking about. But there's some bangers on the album, like Ran to Atlanta. It's an alright song. Could be better considering Future and Drake are on the song together. It's the first collab in years, and that's what we got. It's solid, but overall, Iceman is a good album. Like I can sit here and just bitch and complain about the 50 tracks, which I still am, by the way. Him dropping like the other 2 albums, like Maid of Honor and Habibti, garbage. Those are terrible albums. I'm just gonna say it for what it is. Those albums have not aged good. I have listened to it and I just stopped going back. All right, I didn't even try to give it a chance. I mean, I did. I listened to it. However, I will say Road Trips on Maid of Honor, it's a fucking banger. That's a good song. That song should have been on Iceman. And then the rest just fucking get rid of those. Road Trips is a great song. Overall, though, those other 2 albums are fucking throwaways, garbage. Drake's worst albums, easily. Right? They're worse than Honestly Nevermind. And I know people will be like, Honestly Nevermind, it's fucking trash. It's awful. Whatever. And you can say all those things, right? But in my opinion, Habibti and Maid of Honor are easily his worst albums, right? I'm always gonna be pissed that he dropped that much music in one fucking night because I thought that was fucking ridiculous. Because he didn't need to do that. But he did, allegedly, to get out of his contract, his deal, whatever. He did it. Do I like that he did that? Fuck no. Uzi apparently did that with EA2, and we know how that album turned out. It was dog shit. I just don't understand why, if you're gonna leave a deal, your contract, whatever, you gotta drop dog shit music on your way out. Why can't the music just be good? Like, just answer that question. But yeah, let's just talk about some statistics of the album because, again, people are still continuing this Drake hate campaign, like Drama Alert posting this bullshit saying, now Drake has fallen off so hard that now he's making review videos of food. It's like he's fallen off so hard he's doing commercials with Kevin Durant. It's like, dog, why are we still doing this Drake hate campaign in 2026, dog? Like, you can hate on anyone, but to say he's fallen off so hard is ridiculous because I'm gonna present you some facts that are just statistically like prove that is just wrong, right? Iceman debuted at number 1, sold over like 400,000 album units. I don't know the specific number. Put it on screen, and it went number 1. It debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200, and the other 2 albums followed number 2 and 3. But I'm mainly just gonna talk about Iceman here because that's the actual real album. The other 2 are just throwaways. They're garbage anyways. Iceman debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 in its first week, and then stayed at number 1 for not 2, not 3, but 4 weeks on the Billboard 200. Finally, to get taken down by, dethroned by Olivia Rodrigo's recent album, which her album was alright. I listened to it. It's not her best work, but it's solid enough, I suppose. And yeah, he easily could have been like charting like 5 weeks on the Billboard 200 if no one else dropped, but Olivia had to drop. So yeah, and Janet Shut the Fuck Up was Drake's first song in like 8 years, like since 2018, to chart at number 1 on the Billboard 100 for more than 1 week. because it's been a while. Like Janet Shut the Fuck Up charted on #1 on the Billboard 100 for 2 weeks in a row, which is, an accomplishment because rap doesn't get as much radio play as like pop songs traditionally. They get played all the fucking time through radio. That's how a lot of songs go #1, especially is through radio. Drake, however, just had a lot of hype going into this album because people were just like very curious on what Drake is gonna say after the beef and the whole Ice Block stuff. He had great promo going into the album, so people were expecting a lot. And in my opinion, I think he did deliver with that album. The other two, again, should have never dropped those other terrible albums, but he did. And then I'm seeing bullshit people like always posting these, again, this hate propaganda against Drake, and it goes to both sides. Like people always like hate on Kendrick Lamar, and it's just like, and J. Cole, and it's just a joke. J. Cole, though, he just left the Billboard 200 with The Fall Off. It's his first album ever to not last for more than a year on the Billboard 200, which I think is crazy. It just shows you that people just don't care about J. Cole anymore. But here, we're talking about Drake here. Oh, yeah, and then people are just keep posting, like, oh, the streams keep dropping, like, Iceman is melting. It's, like, so corny. It's always on Twitter. I mean, that's just my feed at this point, so what can I say? But just accept it. Like, of course it's gonna happen. People are always gonna do this bullshit to like, oh, it's like dropping so much, the streams, blah blah blah, 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 blah. It's like that's gonna happen. But for how much it's been retaining, it's like been selling like pretty consistently well. Like I think right now it's like selling like about 80 to 90,000 units in a week, and it's still like selling, it's maintaining that for a while, so that's pretty good. Like it's pretty stable. Like you're not seeing a crazy decline where it's just it's like selling 20K now in a week, but it's not doing that because people are actually still listening to it. You can clearly tell it on a Spotify. Like in your Spotify, you dropped like an album people care about if like your top like 10 most popular songs are like pretty much the majority of the album, which that is the case for Drake. Obviously, you got Janet Shut the Fuck Up being the most popular one there, all the way in the top, because it tells you that that's the one that people are mainly tuning in for. However, I do have to make note that at one point Drake was about to hit 100 million monthly listeners on Spotify, and it has dropped like about 6-7% since then. It's dropped about 6-7 million monthly listeners since then. People want to say it's bots. I disagree. I don't think it's bots. I hate that it used to be, oh, Drake is just, he's a pop artist, he always chase hits. That's why his numbers are so good. So now after the beef, since Drake was blaming Kendrick for botting, now people are just blaming Drake for botting. It's not that he's a pop artist anymore. No one's saying that. No one's saying he's a hit maker anymore. They're just saying, oh, he's botting, which I think is fucking ridiculous. No, I don't think it's bots. I think it's that he dropped a new album. Janet Shut the Fuck Up was clearly the mainstream hit. People were tuning into that, and people just haven't went back to it since then. Because monthly listeners are like implied. It's in with that month, right? So by the end of the month, those new listeners probably didn't go back to another Drake song. So they got removed off the Spotify list, which is normal when you drop a very big album. So yeah, but it's not like he's gonna drop like 30 million monthly listeners like Kendrick did in a year. Kendrick dropped so many monthly listeners because he got that Super Bowl push, right? He won the Super Bowl, jumped like fucking 50% more monthly listeners, and hit like 100 million monthly listeners, right? And then dropped over 30% within the next year. Why did that happen? Not because of botting, it's because of the Super Bowl. Super Bowl gave him more publicity than he ever has gotten, even with the beef and with the album, right? The Super Bowl really just blew him up really big to a more global audience, and people just clearly don't, like, global audience are not going to resonate that much with Kendrick Lamar. Like, people mainly within the West resonate with Kendrick Lamar. Anyone like outside of it, especially like outside of North America, are just not going to listen to Kendrick Lamar, and that's expected, right? The Super Bowl is that big that people are going to see that. So yeah, that's just what I had to say. Iceman has aged a lot better than I thought. It's pretty good. I really do think it's good. I think it might be better than Her Loss and Certified Lover Boy. It might be. Certified Lover Boy, it was solid when it came out, but it aged better over time in my opinion. But some songs did not age as well. Like Girls Want Girls, I don't go back to that shit at all. So yeah, let me know how you feel about the albums. Obviously, I clearly think the other two albums were fucking garbage, Made of Honor and Habibti. But yeah, I'll see you in the next time.